on 2K Sports. Anthony for the 70-yard on the road trip here. They've come out.
And right now for the 76ers, this is a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team. It's good.
It really has been something to see. I mean, a remarkable and quick turnaround. It's been dramatic in how far they've come from.
We've got Robert Covington, and it's Sessions in at the shooting guard position. There's the feed to Summers.
Pick up here in the opening quarter.
It's Westbrook with the drive. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Okafor gets the bucket.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Westbrook kicks to Cjpaka. Here is Summers. He's covered by Sessions. 6 on the shot clock. Okafor with the steal. And the pass to McCoy. And it's blocked by Cjpaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cjpaka. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Dishes to Covington. Pass to Sessions. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Okafor. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Okafor's got his second basket of the night. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. I asked him what he thought would be the key for them, and he told me dealing with the penetration of Russell Westbrook. He's one of the most explosive athletes in the game. We've got to send him to help and rotate early to deny him finishes at the rim. Guys, that's never easy.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Okafor, following the basket by Freak. Feeds it to Cjpaka. Westbrook up top. He kicks to Summers. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Kicks it to Sessions. From 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Here's Sessions. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. They need this. Here's Okafor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto. It's stolen by Sessions. And now the 76ers on the break. Expanding his range. Sessions with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. Uncovered. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Summers. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Summers has got 5.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in point percentage last year. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, Kevin, they were absolutely fantastic last year. I mean, they demanded respect. From behind the arc all year long. Very consistent and very disciplined in their shot selection. They knew exactly how to move the defense and move themselves to get quality looks from behind the three-point line.
That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 7 points for Freak. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Covington's shot is off. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 19-7 run. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Just an amazing game for the Beast. He's already got 9 points and the 1 steal. Coming out and starting this one big so far.
It's about motivation. You can see how much it means to him to play well today.
The Thunder leading by 12. Westbrook dishes to Summers. This is it to Cannon. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And that one's good. Sessions. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Miami.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Okafor kicks to Sessions. That doesn't go in either for Sessions.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
And here's Sessions, following the three-pointer by Freak. And that one's good. Sessions.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The 76ers trail by 19. Picked by Okafor. Here's McCoy. Here's Grove. No luck. Some solid defense from Cjpaka. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Westbrook with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Gerald Green comes in for Ennis Cantor. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Sloan. 9 points last game out. Down low, Noel. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you. Free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Cantor checked in for Cjpaka. Here is Summers. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's Sessions. Following the miss by Freak, Sessions passes to Noel.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Summers kicks to Green. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Summers. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Sloan. And it's off from three-point range. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now. They're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Payne dishes to Summers. Pass to Green. He feeds it to Summers. Knocks down the three ball. Summers has got 17 now.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And that one's good. Sessions.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The dish to Grant. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot falls short this time. The Thunder leading by 15. And the rejection by Noel. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Sessions has got 1 three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Shots good by Summers.
They're in the position. position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Now Sessions coming off a solid outing against Miami. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already, not the way you want to start a ball game. Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First and second chance points, 7th in fast break points. As for the assist numbers, not as strong for them. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of much better in that area.
And guys, it speaks to the physical strength of this team that they scored so many more second chance points than anybody else. Their physicality and iron will inside made them a force to be reckoned with.
Here's Sloan following the basket by Freak, and Sloan kicks to Noel. Now here's Sessions. Defense right on him. They get the rebound. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Summers. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
The feed now to Embiid. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Embiid's got his first points of the night.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
For the three. And he hits again from deep. 3 more points from the Beast.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Thunder. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-5 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge greater.
Kevin, I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity, is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit?
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's McCoy in at the one spot. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors made a big difference. He ended with 14 points and added 7 rebounds to go with his scoring. With a game like he had, there weren't a lot of things you could point to where he went wrong.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Now the pass to Landry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Now here's Westbrook. But 11 points in the game, and that one's good.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And Philadelphia has possession, and stolen by Singlet. Here's Summers, and he dunks it down.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's McCoy, and a miss there on the triple.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the three-pointer by Freak. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Shape up. Shape up.
And the Thunder making a change here. Waiters is checked in.
Dion Waiters.
City going with a whole new group out there. Here's Oklahoma City. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Second, the Thunder.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
And that one misses. Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. He hits the second from the line. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-3 run right now. There's a screen by Cantor. Payne passes to Summers. He dishes it to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
Here is Summers. He has 38 in the game. And now running up the court, Sessions pushing it up, and he goes in for the dunk.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You look at the game so far for Sessions. He has 12 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
There's a screen by Noel. In the corner at Sessions. Again, Philadelphia. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Knocks it loose. That doesn't go in either for Sessions.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Cantor with the screen on Grant. Summers dishes to Green. No one near him. And another. Once again, shot good from the Beast. Summers has got 42 in the game. Philadelphia's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. McCoy passes to Sessions. Cans it from downtown.
Sessions. For 3.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now here's Sessions following the miss by Freak. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Green with the rebound.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Sessions. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Grant. Screen by Grant. Here's Sessions. Misses the three. Oklahoma City shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Here is Summers, and he has 42. No good on that last second attempt there. So as we conclude.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Thank you for your time.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Summers. In at shooting guard, Kyle Singler is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Kanter. Summers kicks to Singler. Dishes it to Summers. Back to Singler. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Westbrook. Oklahoma City gets it back. And he gets it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here is Summers. He's covered by Sessions. 76ers shooting 40% from the field. The three ball. The shot is off. Thunder shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Westbrook wide open. He fires. No points there, only his third miss in 10 attempts from the floor. And that one's good. Sessions has got 22.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the three-point attempt by Freak. McCoy passes to Okafor. And that is good. Okafor's got 15 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Westbrook kicks to Summers. Feeds it to single. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 16 points a game, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Sessions, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit.
He torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Russell Westbrook, #1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Donald Sloan's checked in for Philadelphia.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Sessions. Oh, wait a second. Guys, we've got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk, so a chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kyle Singlet. The 76ers have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. Here's Westbrook. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Sloan kicks to Covington. Durant with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The shot by Summers, no good. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Kicks it to Covington. Puts up a three. That's good.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
Here is Summers. Philadelphia able to drain the three. It's stolen by Sessions. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. The 76ers have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10. Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. And so Sessions nails both of them. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out left to the wing. Here is Summers. He has 45 points. Inside, just 5 to shoot. Okafor with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. That's good from Sessions on the assist from Covington. Sessions has got 28 points for the game. Westbrook kicks to Summers. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Okafor's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Pass to Sessions. Some solid defense from the Beast. The Thunder leading by 22. Tries a 3, and that one's good. Summers has got 48.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.